So one of the hardest parts about wedding videography, and it's almost the most unclear part of wedding videography, is how on earth do you get the audio from the vows, the people talking, and all that kind of stuff. Because when you're a beginner, like I assume you are, so this video is for you. I'm going to go through 3 of the best and easiest ways to get audio for your wedding, whether you just want to record the vows, speeches, stuff like that, to make it super easy and try to create the least amount of stress on the wedding day, because it's already a stressful day. You don't need to add more to it. So yeah, like I said, I remember probably a year or 2 ago when I was really getting into wedding filmmaking and all that, and there just was no clear video on how to get the best ways to get audio that were easy for a beginner that have never used these fancy $500 audio receiver devices, or don't have the budget even for those. So the first off is pretty easy, and that would actually just be how I'm recording this video right here. I would actually record the bride or the groom just like this to the camera with just a regular microphone on the camera, but we would go somewhere secluded where there's not too much echo. That's one thing you gotta keep in mind, is don't go to a place that has a heavy echo, because it just ruins the whole thing if one person's clips are super crisp and clear. So yeah, that is one of your options. That is just pull them aside and then record their vows separately. So that way you make sure you got crisp audio, and that way if something goes wrong in during the service, when you have things set up and the audio file doesn't come through right, you have backup. Making sure you have all your bases covered. Because the last thing you have to be is get to editing and you're wow, all of these clips sound like garbage. One thing I actually have to do that's worked really well, when I wasn't very familiar with hooking into the DJ setup, which is, spoiler alert, this actually has worked really well. So what you do is, you get your audio recorder here, turn on. I even want to give you a real example of how well this works. I'll turn this on. Oh, I get it. I swear I've used this before. Record. So see, it's recording like that, and then drop it in their pocket, just like this. And the audio quality, I have 2 of these. You put one in the groom and then one in the officiant, which about 80% of the time the officiant is a male, so you can just slip it in their little pocket there, and you get pretty crisp audio for for just doing something as simple as slipping in the audio device. You can also use the same device and hook a lav mic into this, but the problem with these is that sometimes it doesn't like the lav mic, and it just distorts the audio for some reason. So if that's not working, it'll work or not when you're going to go hook it up. But if it doesn't work, one option is lav mic, just lace up the guy, or just drop it in his front pocket there. Okay, now this one takes a little more practice. This is the final tip that I have, and that is hooking directly into the DJ's setup. So a lot of times, what you'll need is a 1/4 inch amp jack, like this guy. It's a 1/4 inch. Plug in the 3.5 millimeter jack into your audio recorder here, and then plug this into the DJ setup. Or you can get an XLR cable. I don't have one right now because mine broke, so I have to order a new one. Either that hooks into the DJ setup directly, or you just pick up the audio through the super fancy speakers that they have. And honestly, the way through the speakers is the best, because you get decent quality, and it's just easy. You plug it in, and then you plug it in to this first. XLR cable were in $20. This was this is the main device I use to hook into the DJ setup. Sometimes it is a pain to operate, so make sure you know how to use it before you go into a wedding, obviously. But this is the Tascam DR05X. You can see that. I'm also using this to record the audio for the video. That's a good one. And then I have just type in Sony mini audio recorder, and these things are good for the pocket, in the pocket. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did get any value out of it, please leave a comment. Just saying, hey, thanks for the tips. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or if you got any value out of this video. Because that's how I like to do things. If you got value, I just ask for a sub and a share, or tell somebody about the YouTube channel. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. You know, I keep trying new setups. I don't know. I kind of like this one, but also like this door back here. I feel like it might be a little distracting. Maybe that's just me, but I want like that wide feel, you know? I don't know. It doesn't hurt to try. There's just so many different angles you can try. You don't know till you know, you know?